The dollar deal asterisk. The dusty auction hall smelled like metal and old paper. People whispered as strange items from across the galaxy were sold one by one. Some bought ancient tech. Others purchased broken starships or alien fossils. But one table stood alone, quiet and unnoticed. A wrinkled alien with glowing blue eyes sat behind it, a single object in front of him. A black stone tablet. No one seemed interested. Then came Liam. He wasn't rich. He wasn't a hero. He worked odd jobs, mostly fixing damaged drones or scrubbing ship hauls. He came to the auction, hoping for something cheap to flip. But when he saw the tablet, something pulled him closer like it called to him. "What is this?" Liam asked. The alien tilted his head. "A world." Liam blinked. "You mean a map?" "No," the alien replied. "An entire world. Hidden, locked, lost, yours for 1 credit." Liam laughed nervously. 1 credit? That's barely $1. The alien nodded. People nearby scoffed. Some called it a scam. Others warned Liam to walk away. But something about the tablet felt different. He couldn't explain it. His chest tightened. His heart raced. "I'll take it," Liam said, placing a single coin on the table. The alien smiled for the first time. "Then the world is yours," the tablet hummed as he touched it. Symbols flashed across its surface. Warmth spread through his palm, and for a second, the whole room dimmed just for him. No one else saw it. At night, back in his small rented room on a cargo station orbiting Mars, Liam studied the tablet. It didn't react again. No glow, no hum. He turned it upside down, tapped on it, even tried scanning it with his datapad. Nothing worked. But then, around midnight, the tablet came alive. It pulsed once. Then a light beam shot upward, creating a floating map in the air. It showed a star system Liam had never seen, coordinates unknown, with a strange planet marked in red dot at the center. A message appeared in English. "World recognized. Key accepted." Guardian awakened. Liam sat frozen. What? Key? His datapad buzzed. The same message appeared again. Then the words updated. "Prepare for journey. Entry permitted. Final countdown. 3 days." Suddenly, the map faded. The tablet dimmed again. He didn't sleep that night. Asterisk? The coordinates that don't exist. Asterisk. Liam couldn't stop staring at the black stone tablet. He tried to make sense of the message it showed. Guardian awakened? What did that even mean? And what kind of world reacted to a human touch? He tapped his datapad again and entered the strange coordinates the tablet had shown the night before. Error. Location unknown. Again and again, every system gave the same reply. Even the old navigation software that smugglers used. Nothing. It was like the planet didn't exist. But the countdown continued. 2 days. 18 hours. Liam went to a corner diner near the docks, hoping some fresh air and food would help clear his thoughts. He sat quietly, watching the stars outside the glass window. Across from him, an old pilot named Braun noticed his blank stare. "You look like you've seen a ghost," Braun said, sipping thick brown tea. Liam showed him the tablet, keeping his voice low. "Have you seen something like this?" Braun frowned. "Stone tech ancient, probably pre-Alliance era. But this symbol ... He pointed to a small carving along the edge. "I've only seen it once on a destroyed ship drifting near the Rift Nebula. Everything on board was dead. Not from battle, but something ... bigger." Liam's heart thud. Braun leaned in. "Where'd you get this?" "From an auction. Paid 1 credit. Braun's eyes narrowed. "Then someone wanted it to go to you." That idea hit Liam harder than he expected. Why him? Back in his room. Liam placed the tablet on the table and sat cross-legged. "What do you want from me?" He whispered Dot as if answering. The tablet lit up again. This time it didn't show a map. It showed a memory, Dot not his. He was standing someone else was on. A green world with silver trees and purple skies. Alien towers rose around him. Strange figures knelt before him. They wore long robes and placed their hands over their chests. One spoke in a deep voice. The key must return. The world will sleep until then. Then the vision ended. Liam gasped, heart pounding. Sweat dripped down his forehead. He backed away from the tablet. Dot. That world was real. Dot. And somehow, that person in the memory looked like ... him. He spent the next day preparing. He bought a used shuttle barely held together, but it had a warp core. He stocked it with supplies, food, and a translation module. People laughed at him at the hangar. Going ghost hunting? One engineer joked. Treasure planet? Another chuckled. Liam ignored them. He loaded the tablet onto the ship and set the course to the same impossible. Coordinates. His ship's navigation system fought the input, flashing warning after warning. But when he placed the tablet on the console, something changed. The system accepted the location. Route confirmed. Launch window. 5 minutes. Liam stood in silence. He had no family left, no one to say goodbye to. But deep inside, he knew this wasn't just a journey to find a planet. This was a journey to find who he truly was. As the countdown ticked, the stars outside blinked slowly. His fingers hovered over the ignition controls. Then he pushed it. The shuttle jumped into warp. Stars stretched around him like ribbons of light. But this time, the warp tunnel wasn't normal. He saw flashes of memory again, not his, but connected to him. Battles in the sky. A world crying out. A voice whispering. The key was lost. Now it returns. And in that moment, Liam understood one thing. This wasn't a mistake. The world wasn't waiting for a hero. It was waiting for him. Asterisk, the planet that remembered. Asterisk, the stars blinked away, and Liam's shuttle dropped out of warp with a jolt. Alarms beeped softly, but the ship held together. Outside the main window, a strange planet floated in the black void quiet. Glowing, untouched. It didn't appear on any official map. No satellites, no orbiting stations. It was completely alone. The surface shimmered with strange colors. Half of it looked like a lush forest, glowing silver and green. The other half was desert, but the sand sparkled like crystal. Liam stared in awe. He had found it. He tapped the tablet. It pulsed once, then displayed a new message. Welcome home. Home. The shuttle's autopilot kicked in without his command. He tried to stop it, but the system had locked. The ship moved gently through the upper atmosphere, then glided lower, following some invisible path. No resistance. No turbulence. As he passed through thick clouds, Liam saw a wide valley with massive, ancient towers rising like stone giants. The towers weren't built. They had grown, shaped from living stone and metal, like they were part of the planet itself. The ship landed at the base of a glowing platform. The tablet dimmed. Everything went silent. Liam stepped outside slowly. The air was fresh, cool. Breathing it felt too easy, like the world had adjusted just for him. The ground beneath him lit up with soft white light, forming a path forward. He followed it, walking past stone pillars with writing he couldn't understand. But something in his mind kept whispering meanings as he moved. Balance, guardian, return, unlock. Each word echoed inside him. Then a figure appeared in front of him, not alive. A projection. She looked human, but her skin shimmered like water, and her eyes glowed white. You have returned, she said gently. Who are you? Liam asked, taking a cautious step back. I am the memory, she replied. I protect what was left behind. He blinked. Left behind? The memory nodded. This planet Veridax was sealed long ago, its true power hidden, waiting for the key. Liam pointed to the tablet. That thing? No, she said. You. Liam's mind raced. I'm not a key. I'm not ... anything. Just a guy who fixed broken drones. She smiled. Your bloodline carries the imprint of the last guardian. This world is linked to you. Why me? Why now? Because danger is coming. The seal weakened. The stars stir with war again. Veridax must awaken. Liam shook his head. I don't know how to awaken a planet. You don't have to know, the memory replied. You just have to listen. She raised her hand. Light swirled around Liam. It wasn't hot. It didn't burn. It felt ... familiar. A warmth deep in his chest. His vision blurred. Then it cleared, and he saw the planet from above, its energy lines, its hidden cities beneath the surface, its great shield, still alive, still waiting. Then the memory whispered, touch the core. The world will remember. The path opened again, leading deep into the heart of the ancient structure. The walls hummed as he walked. They recognized him. Every step lit another part of the passage. At the center was a chamber round, wide, glowing with swirling energy. In the middle stood a crystal pedestal. Liam placed the tablet on it. The ground, shook. Light exploded from the core, and the planet began to wake up. Towers around the valley lit up. Old machines deep under the surface stirred. Skies cleared. Forests began to shift and pulse. Like the land was alive again. Liam stood in silence as the world reacted to his presence. Then a single word echoed in the chamber. Guardian. He wasn't just a visitor anymore. This planet had chosen him. Asterisk. Whispers from the stars. Asterisk. The planet didn't just wake up. It remembered. As Liam stood in the glowing chamber, he felt the change all around him. Soft pulses of light ran through. The walls, the floor, even the air itself. The whole world hummed like it was singing a welcome song. The pedestal in front of him cracked open, revealing something inside a small, floating cube. It hovered above the platform, spinning slowly. Symbols glowed on each side, shifting between languages. Then it stopped, showing a clear message. First access granted. Prepare for full integration. Liam stepped back. Integration? With what? The memory appeared again beside him. Your mind, she said softly. This world was built with thought. Its controls respond to the Guardian's will. But connection must be earned. Liam frowned. You mean it'll read my mind? It will share, she replied. And, in return, you will see what others cannot. Liam hesitated and reached out and touched the cube. A shock ran through him. Images burst into his thoughts, stars being born, ships falling in fire, and strange beings with glowing eyes speaking in forgotten tongues. He saw a great war, not between humans and aliens, but something even older. And he saw a face. His face, or someone who looked like him, standing in front of millions, raising his hand to the sky, activating a massive shield that wrapped around the entire planet. That was the last Guardian. And Liam realized that legacy had been passed to him. The cube faded. The pedestal lowered. The memory looked at him now with calm respect. You are not a copy, she said. You are new, but you carry what came before. Liam shook his head slowly. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You will, she answered. But the stars are already stirring. Look, the chamber darkened. A new image appeared in the airspace from above the planet. Several ships had entered the system. Not human. Not peaceful. Signal detected. Origin. Galactic Order Scout Division. Liam stepped forward. Are they searching for this place? The memory nodded. Long ago, this world was hidden for safety. But now that it's active again, its presence echoes. They are listening. And soon, they will come. Liam's heart beat faster. Why would they care about one small world? Because Veridax holds the power to change everything, she said. And some fear that change. Back on the surface, as Liam stepped out of the chamber, the planet had already begun adjusting. Buildings rebuilt themselves. The air grew warmer. Trees moved as if welcoming him. The ship that brought him was now recharging. Connected to glowing lines from the ground. Liam stood on the platform and looked up at the stars. Somewhere out there, powerful forces were watching. He wasn't ready for war. He wasn't a soldier, but he had one thing they didn't: a living world at his side. That night, as Liam tried to sleep inside his shuttle, the tablet blinked again. A new message appeared. Level 2 access ready. Beneath it, warning, hostiles approaching. Then another more personal line of text. You must decide hide, surrender, or become what they fear. Liam stared at it for a long time. He had come here thinking it was just a strange rock for $1. Now, the galaxy might be on its way to take it from him, but he wouldn't let them. Not without a fight. Asterisk. The warning from orbit. Asterisk. The next morning, the sky above Veridax shimmered unnaturally. Liam stepped out of his shuttle, eyes squinting toward the clouds. A strange hum filled the air, low and steady. It wasn't from the planet, it was from space. The tablet blinked again. Unknown ships detected. 5. Class, military recon. Origin, galactic order. Intent, scan. Probe, seize. Liam felt his chest tighten. They're here. The memory appeared beside him on the platform, her glowing figure calmer than ever. The Order has been hunting ancient worlds for years, she said. They believe control brings safety. But they do not understand Veridax. Liam turned to her. What happens if they land? She looked at him. Then the world will defend itself. But it listens to you now. The message was clear. He had a choice. He could let the defense systems activate on their own. Or he could guide them. Above the atmosphere, the Order's lead vessel hovered like a silent shark. Inside its command room, an alien officer tapped a screen showing Veridax. Unmarked planet, she said to her superior. Energy levels rising. This world was supposed to be dead, the commander frowned. Scan for defenses. Already did, she replied. Surface tech reactivating. Deep roots. Ancient code. The commander leaned closer. Human signature? Yes, just one. The room went quiet. Deploy drones, he said finally. If this human activated the world, we want him alive. Liam saw them first 5 black dots cutting through the clouds. Fast, sharp, silent. Drones. Memory, he said quickly. Are they armed? Yes, she replied. Pulse rifles, stun fields, extraction nets. Non-lethal until provoked. And if I provoke them, they change settings. Liam looked at the platform beneath his feet. Can we stop them? Not here, but the planet is listening. She pointed toward the glowing forest. There is a gate tree, hidden, old, still awake. If you reach it, Veridax will give you control over its full defense systems. Liam didn't hesitate. He ran, down the stone path, through tall grass and between pulsing blue roots that glowed brighter with every step he took. The air seemed to whisper his name as he moved, welcoming, guiding. But the drones were fast. They cut through the trees behind him, scanning, locking targets, and firing pulses that hit the ground near his heels. Liam dove into the bushes, rolled, and kept running. He wasn't trained for this, but the world wanted him to survive. Branches moved out of his way. Roots tripped the drones. Light lit his path. Then he saw it. A massive tree stood ahead, wide as a building, its bark covered in living lights. A doorway had opened in its trunk. He dove inside. Inside the gate tree, the noise outside faded. The walls shimmered like liquid wood. The tablet buzzed. A ring of glyphs lit up around the floor. Liam stepped into the center. Final access level. Guardian override. The memory's voice returned in his head. Veridax will fight for you, but it needs your signal. A screen formed in the air, showing the drones. Now there were 6. One preparing a net. Another raising a weapon. Liam took a deep breath. Protect the surface. Do not kill, but send a message. The ground trembled. Outside, the trees began to move. Massive roots burst from the earth, smashing into the air, swatting drones from the sky like flies. Light beams shot up from hidden towers, scrambling sensors. One drone tried to escape, but the air around it bent, twisted, then folded it in. The remaining drones fell, not destroyed, but trapped in thick vines, humming softly as they powered. Down. Liam watched through the tree's vision. He wasn't afraid anymore. He was becoming what the planet needed. A key, a leader, a warning. In orbit. The order ship shook. "Sir," the officer whispered, "all drones disabled. No signal. They're trapped somehow." The commander stared at the screen. "Send no more. Not until High Command decides what to do." He narrowed his eyes. That planet is alive. And now. So is its guardian. Voices from the past. The forest around the gate tree was calm. Now, the air smelled of rain and energy. Liam stepped out slowly, blinking against the soft glow of Veridax's sunlight. The drones were still trapped, gently held by vines, like the planet refused to harm them, but also refused to let them go. The tablet buzzed again. A soft tone. New memory unlocked. A doorway opened in the tree's side, revealing a spiral. Path downward. Liam entered, not sure what waited at the bottom. But something inside told him this was important. He followed the path deeper, his footsteps echoing softly. At the center was a round chamber made of smooth crystal. As he stepped in, walls lit up all around him, each showing moments from this past. Not just history. Memories. And in one, he saw the guardian again, the one from before, who looked like him. This time, the guardian was speaking to a group of alien leaders. Their faces were serious, their eyes full of fear. "The order will come," the guardian said, "but this world will not bow." An alien leader replied, "If you lock it away, how will it survive?" The guardian touched the ground. "It will sleep until someone worthy returns." The scene faded. Another memory began. It showed the construction of the gate tree. Millions of small machines weaved together bark, stone, and light. The world wasn't just alive. It was made to be alive. A fusion of nature and tech. And then Liam saw the final memory. It was short, quiet, *, a small child alone being carried into a chamber. The guardian placing something in the child's hand. The tablet. And a voice whispered, "He'll return when the stars are ready." Liam's eyes widened. That child was him. Somehow, long ago, maybe through time warp or stasis, maybe through bloodline or code, he'd been part of this from the beginning. He wasn't just the owner. He was the last piece of the worlds. Puzzled. He sat down in the crystal room, heart pounding, thoughts spinning. Had his whole life been leading to this? Outside, the memory appeared again. Her voice echoed into the chamber. "Now you know." Liam stepped out into the sunlight. "What happens next?" She turned toward the sky. "The Order will not wait long. They fear what this planet holds. They will return, not to ask, but to take." Liam clenched his fists. "Then we make sure they understand." She nodded. There is one final place to unlock. A core tower, deep beneath the surface. Only the true guardian can access it. And what's inside? Liam asked, the voice of Veridax itself. The next hours were a blur. The planet guided him toward the tower hidden beneath a lake of shining water. As Liam approached, the lake parted like it recognized him. A spiral stairway led down beneath the waves. Liam descended into the unknown. The final chamber was larger than anything before. It was round, smooth, and silent. At its center was a glowing sphere, floating and pulsing with life. The tablet vibrated in Liam's hands, then shattered. Its energy flowing into the sphere. Lights flared. The sphere spoke. Guardian restored. Welcome, Liam. He froze. You know my name? We have always known, the voice replied. You carry the code, the memory, the spirit. You are Veridax's bond to humanity. Asterisk, why me? He asked quietly. Because you chose, the voice said. When you touched the tablet, you wanted to know. And the universe always listens to want. Outside, the sky darkened. New ships had entered orbit. Order warships. Liam didn't need the tablet anymore. He felt them now. Through the planet. Through the core. The voice of Veridax spoke once more. The time has come. Will you open our full strength, or shall we sleep again? Liam looked up. No more sleeping, he whispered. We show them what a $1 world can do. The world fights back. Asterisk, the sky of Veridax turned deep red as the Order warships formed. Above the planet, massive vessels shaped like steel daggers hovered silently in orbit. From above, they looked peaceful. But Liam knew better. He could feel their scans, their weapons warming up, their hunger for control. Inside the core tower, Veridax's voice spoke again. Final defense protocol ready. All systems await guardians. Command. Liam stood tall in the glowing chamber. He wasn't a soldier. He wasn't trained for war. But he had something stronger than any weapon, a living world at his back. Activate the full shield, he ordered. No one lands. High above, the Order's admiral frowned as her screen flashed red. Planetary shield online. Origin. Ancient tech. Energy levels rising. What kind of world is this? She whispered. Another officer looked nervous. It's responding like it's alive. The admiral narrowed her eyes. Prepare orbital strike, now. On Veridax, giant towers hidden under the forests rose from the earth. Each one glowed with white-blue energy. The sky shimmered as a dome of light formed around the entire planet, a perfect sphere. The Order ships fired. Massive beams struck the dome, but nothing happened. The shield didn't crack. It grew brighter. Inside, the core, Liam felt the impacts like distant knocks. He wasn't afraid. The planet gave him courage. Its pulse beat with his own. Show them what you are, he said. Veridax responded. Mountains shifted. Valleys opened. Dozens of ancient satellites, once buried beneath rock, launched into the sky. They formed rings above the planet, humming with raw power. The Order ships started scrambling. Their scanners showed wrong data. Their weapons locked. Onto empty space. One vessel's engine shut down completely. We're being jammed, an officer shouted. No, rewritten. Another cried. The world's rewriting our systems. In the Admiral's mind, fear grew. This wasn't a normal world. This was a sentient fortress. Then came the final warning. Every ship's display lit up with the same message. This world is under protection. Leave now. Final notice. The Guardian. Liam watched from the surface, standing at the highest platform of the tower. The wind blew through his hair, and lights danced across the sky. For the first time in his life, he didn't feel small. He felt like something greater. And He wasn't alone. The planet stood with him. The order fleet didn't respond. They fired again. But this time, Veridex didn't just block Dot, it answered. Beams of light erupted from the satellites. Not to destroy, but to disable. Energy waves struck the ships, shutting down their engines, locking their weapons, blinding their sensors. One by one, the order vessels drifted helplessly. The Admiral stared at her darkened screens. Retreat. Now. The ships turned slowly, pulling away from the strange, glowing world that refused to die dock on the surface. The memory appeared beside Liam. "It is done," she said. "For now." Liam looked up, watching the last ship vanish from the sky. "Will they return?" "Yes," she said softly. "But they will remember." Liam smiled. "Good." Later, as the stars returned to normal, Liam stood in the center of a restored city. Veridax's machines worked quietly, repairing, rebuilding, preparing. The planet didn't just defend, it was ready to live again. A ship landed nearby. A human exploration team stepped out, looking confused, amazed, and curious. Of them approached. "We received strange signals from this system." A voice calling itself the Guardian? Liam nodded. "That's me." The man blinked. "What is this place?" Liam looked around at the silver trees, glowing towers, and skies that knew his name. "It's home," he said. "And it cost me $1.